Welcome, everyone, back to the Naturally Yours podcast. Today, on episode 11, I have the pleasure of interviewing a very special young lady by the name of Jha, who is a serial entrepreneur and she has multiple businesses. And she is the CEO and founder of Sonshine Enterprise. Help
Hey
me
guys.
introduce Ms Jha.
Hey guys.
Hey, Ms Jha, how you doing?
How are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You are so welcome. Thank you for giving me some time out of your busy schedule because I know you are crazy busy,
All the time.
especially running multiple businesses. So, thank you. Thank you. So, just to open up, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, like who Ja is, and a little bit about your background?
Okay, cool, man. So I am Javi of the Sunshine Enterprise. It's Todd the Natural has already stated. Um, a little bit about me. So I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Born and raised, and I came down here in high school. Then I ended up going to Emory University. I originally went to college with the intention of going to law school, and I actually did get accepted into law school, got a scholarship into law school, but decided not to
Ooh.
go because at that time I had a 3-year-old who I felt that I didn't see much. I've been working 7 days a week for 18 months straight, like between junior and senior year. So I ended up working for a small business. Kind of just took a job right out the gate just to have a stable job. And then I went to paralegal school and I got a paralegal job, which wasn't a paralegal job, which was another small business. And at that point in time, I started realizing how I wasn't enjoying working for other people. And I started realizing the benefits that I was bringing to small businesses. And I
Hmm.
kind of decided like I'm going to start Sunshine Enterprise. So I started working with my friends who are entrepreneurs, kind of helping them file their LLCs and things like that that I knew I could do because of my paralegal experience. But then I really started expanding on those services, building websites, creating marketing strategies, business plans, etc. And that's kind of how Sunshine Enterprise was born. About 6 months after I launched my business, I went ahead and left my job that I was unhappy with at the time, and I retired myself. That lasted for about 18 months. I made some mistakes as a young
How long?
entrepreneur.
18? 18 months?
18 months, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I had a mortgage and a 5, 6 year old, and business kind of had just like took like a little down toll because I had fired like my biggest client because he wasn't acting right. He wasn't agreeing to the contract. He wasn't paying me on time, and I was young and hot headed, and I fired the client. And business was like, and I was like, oh, I gotta pay my mortgage. So I ended up going back to work for 3 years, and that just ended like 3 weeks ago. I ended up leaving that job, and now we're back out here, and we're never going back into
Nope.
full time entrepreneurship. So yeah, that's kind of where Sunshine Enterprise comes from. A little bit more about my other businesses. Sunshine Grind is actually basically where we store like our merchandise. We want to keep Sunshine Enterprise completely focused on mompreneurs and small business owners, providing you guys with resources to help you start your businesses, grow your businesses, manage your finances better so that you can have money to invest in those businesses. Figuring out how to manage your time better. I am a mom of two, a single mom of two, and time management is everything when it comes to you actually executing
Yes.
and making your goals a reality. So I help people really figure out how to manage their time better so that they can do that themselves. So that's
Yes.
Sunshine Enterprise. Sunshine Grind is where our merch is. So if you are a Sunshine mom or dad and you got a little fella in your life, we got tons of Sunshine merch. We also got like a black owned business brand under there where we got all our support black business merch. And what else is over there? Our blog. So make sure you head
Okay.
over to sunshinegrind.com. The blog will be
Mm-hmm.
picking up because, like I said, we back in full time entrepreneurship. So it'll be a lot more blogs about saving, budgeting, all that cool stuff. And then the other two businesses I have, Identify Customs. I help entrepreneurs start their merchandise line. So I can teach you how to drop ship, but I also can make your merch for you. I primarily do vinyl sublimation. And then I teach a lot of my clients how to do that themselves. So a lot of clients come on, I'll make their first 20 to, I'll say 300-400 pieces of merchandise, and then after that they're usually in position to say, hey, I want my own equipment, can you teach me? So that's kind of what Identify Custom does. It also does just like custom stuff. If you just want a shirt with your name on it, you and your family, you and your type stuff, like we do just specialized merch, cups, all that, book bags. So that's Identify
Nice.
Customs. And then my newest business, which is really about to really hit the fan and have all the traction this year, is Schaefer Wood. So that is a partnership that I have with a good friend of mine, Amari. And basically, we are managing properties for ourselves and for others, as well as cars. So
Nice.
I'm about to be buying a slingshot this week for Turo. So
Oh,
we're super excited
nice.
about Schaefer Woods.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm also the mompreneur of this little fella Deuce does, and he has a YouTube channel and a whole lot of ideas that he wants to get out into the world. So we got a kidpreneur in the house too. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Gosh, you got a lot of good stuff going on, Ja. Like, congrats.
thank you.
Congrats on the partnership. Congrats on your three businesses. Like, I didn't even know you made customs.
Yeah,
Like, and then, girl, you didn't even, girl, y'all, she didn't even give us all the smoke. She a author. She's a published author too. Like, here's two of her books, y'all. Just so y'all know, nobody capping over here.
yeah,
These is her books.
yes, yeah,
So make sure y'all cop them, okay? Y'all see the
yeah,
name on there.
yes,
Y'all make sure y'all cop these books.
yes.
Support our sis.
Yes, absolutely. So those two books that Ty just showed you guys, that's Saving Time and Money in the Kitchen. So I wrote that book when I decided that I wanted to buy a house. I realized, like, where's all my money going? You know, I need to start saving money. I need to build my credit. And when I put this app on my phone to track my spending, I realized all my money was going to food. And I was in corporate America. We got a Starbucks in the building. We got a Dunkin' across the street. I'm packing
Oh,
lunch, but I'm going out to eat. And I'm completely blowing all my additional money that I could be investing, could be saving on food. Like I'm spending
yes.
$500-$600 a month on food, coffee, drinks, lunch.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just me and a toddler at that time. And then when I
Mm-hmm.
started taking accountability and becoming aware, I'm like, no, we're gonna drink tea in the AM. No,
Yes.
we're going to eat that packed lunch. Like,
Right.
I started seeing a huge
Mm-hmm.
reduction, and within 1 year, I was able to save $3,000, $3,500, and I purchased my first home. Just by changing my eating habits. Like I didn't spend any less on clothes, any less on gas, any less on fun, just the eating habits. So in that book, I
Got
teach you
you.
guys how to meal plan, meal prep, how to spend less time when you're in the grocery store, how to spend less time when you're cooking, how to plan for meals later, how to make sure you're not eating out because you didn't eat appropriately or pack snacks appropriately, especially for moms. My kids
Mm-hmm.
are pretty vegetarian, so we can't just eat anywhere or anything. So I kind of teach how to be a savvy snacker and how to plan and prepare so that you spend a lot less money on food, as
Right.
well as not wasting as much food. Because just some fun facts I discovered while writing that book:
Yes.
40% of all food is trash.
I
40%.
know. It's
And
crazy,
we got
right?
over 4 million people that die every 6 months from hunger.
Because right. It's like, what sense does that make?
None.
Like, there has to be a way to reverse this.
Yeah, yeah, and I see that there are some businesses in some countries making steps towards that. For example, don't quote me on this. I want to say it's France. It's definitely a European country where they are now taking the restaurant food at the end of the day or grocery store food that's about to expire, and they're giving it to pantries, homeless people, soup kitchens, etc. And then there's a couple businesses that are launching in America that are doing similar things to go to restaurants and collect food at the end of the day and connect with local grocery stores to kind of get that produce that's about to expire into the hands of someone that can eat it. So
Get it?
yeah,
Yes.
that
That's
was my goal
awesome.
behind that book. And then the second book, Breaking the Chains, that sits right here. I co-authored this with my first son. Yes. So this one is teaching your kids the money lessons you never learned. So I started teaching Deuce about money. He's 10 years old now, but he was probably about 6, 7 years old when I first started using terms with him like liability, asset,
Oh,
savings,
I love it.
investments.
I love
Yeah.
it.
So I noticed like if we ever had a discussion publicly, parents were like, hey, how are you teaching that to this kid? Like, come here, like,
Right.
talk to me. So
Right.
I kind of wrote
Right.
this book not only for parents, but for those of us who just didn't learn these lessons. Like, if I had this book in my early 20s, I would be so much further ahead in life than I am now. So check this out, whether you're a mom or not. It's some really cool stuff in here. It teaches you about, debt, investing, budgeting. But my favorite part is there's flashcards in the back. So, if you're
Flash.
trying to get that
Oh,
financial
okay.
terminology of, it's some flashcards in
Okay.
there.
I like that. I
So
like that,
yeah, check
sis.
that one out.
Girl, we're gonna be using these flashcards. Let me tell you.
Right. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Girl, y'all, my jaw is so dope, y'all. She is so dope. Like, y'all need to make sure y'all get over there and follow my girl because she has so much knowledge, so much information. Like, it's crazy how much she got all in her brain up there.
Yeah.
But I love it, girl. You got it going on. I'm
I
so happy and proud of you.
I
Like,
appreciate it,
you
man.
should definitely be proud of yourself for sure.
I be trying.
Girl, no trying. You should be. I'm for real. You really should be. I can't wait to read these. I
Yeah,
really can't.
they're dope.
And
They're
I'm
easy
I'm
reads.
reading this one with my son. So I'm so
Yes.
happy because I told him you are going to start reading every day, buddy. And now I got the perfect book for him to read. So
Yeah.
I'm super, super happy.
And it's a
So thank
super
you.
easy read too. Deuce like can read it like it's nothing that ties him up. And like we did co-write it, like I kind of asked his opinion on like how would you describe this from your own words type of thing, so that things are, a little bit more
Easier.
child friendly, but not just
Right.
friendly. Like I said, like how would we need to receive that information as young adults? Like I think it's a great
Right.
book for like college kids. Like all my mentees have a copy of it because it's like you need to learn about credit and debt and before you end
Yes.
up in that place. Like you need to learn about
Yes.
debt before you get in debt. You need to learn how to build credit before you
Yes.
destroy your credit.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so yeah.
Yes. Because it's so hard to reverse it once you get stuck in that rat race.
Yeah. So hard.
So, yes, so hard. So, next question. What made you actually go into this lane of entrepreneur? Like I know you already felt that you didn't want to work for someone else. But what made you kind of turn towards this lane? Is it
Okay.
because that's kind of where you felt that the need was, or do you feel like that's your passion where that was coming from?
I think it was just a combination of those things. So number one was I knew I enjoyed working for small businesses. I just didn't like the concept of having a boss. I like the concept
Right.
of coming into a small business, finding a problem, making a solution, watching that business get better, watching that business
Hmm.
make more money. But I didn't like that if I was helping this business make an extra $100,000, what I'm gonna get a $500 bonus?
Right.
It
Like
just
no.
it wasn't correlating for me, and for me to be real life investing that much of my time, my day, my life, my energy into one business that I wasn't
Hmm.
getting the fruits of the labor of, like it was unenjoyable to me. So I realized I'm like, I like this and I'm good at this. So that's
Right.
kind of what made me get in that lane. I also was thinking about just that concept of like, I want to leave behind something that can continue to grow, that can continue to do productive things. So, if I die tomorrow, like people would still be like, I learned this from Jha, and like just having the
Hmm.
ability to like create a legacy, like, it's
Yeah.
not much when you think about it, like, oh yeah, someone knows you, but it's like the concept I've taught so many people so many things that they carry with them, they did teach to others, like that's important to me
Yes.
because that's me leaving my
Yes.
mark. So I wanted to make
Yes.
sure that, I didn't want to leave this earth without leaving my mark. So that's
Yeah.
kind of what
Y-
pushed me to go ahead and get out there.
I definitely agree with you on that because when people just like today when I went live and one of my tribe members, she put in the chat like she tried my little method for her deep conditioning and she was like
Mhm.
it really worked. Like I really showed a difference in my hair, my moisture. So it made me feel good
Yeah,
because I love helping someone have a better outcome with their
yeah.
natural hair. It's so because it's needed. Like, and I hate when I see people with damaged hair and they don't know what to do with it, or they just leave it and
Mhm.
don't ever take care of it. They just
Or
let it stay
cover it up.
damaged.
Just cover
Yeah,
it
they
up.
cover it up. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they do, cover it up. And
Hmm.
it's like, no, you can't do that. We have
Yeah.
to take care of our hair.
Hmm.
So Yes, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you tell us what has been one of the hardest obstacles that you have overcame, and how?
Mm, I would say having both of my sons were both just really hard obstacles because like neither one of those guys were in my agenda to happen. Like I'm a planner. So I had Deuce sophomore year of college, like got pregnant freshman year of college. Like that was not on my agenda. So, that meant I had to change my course load. I ended up changing my majors to be able to take quite honestly easier classes. Like I went to a top 20 university and the concept of being 8, 9 months pregnant and trying to take psych classes and statistics, it wasn't
It's a
gonna work.
lot.
It was a whole lot. So I knew that I had to make adjustments. I knew that I was taking a chance of possibly not going to law school because that would be an even longer period of time that I would have to be away
Hmm.
from my child. But it was just really hard. And I think that a lot of people just had this expectation I was going to fail. I worked 3 jobs the entire time I was in college. I had a full ride and I pulled out about $20,000 worth of loans just to like pay for daycare and like stay afloat. But yeah, I graduated with my class and I had 4 or 5 semesters over a 3.0. So I think I
Woo-hoo.
still won. Yeah, but
You
that was a
did.
really hard obstacle. And then like at the end, I was studying for the LSAT with a 3-year old, and it was just hell. But I magically still ended up getting accepted into law school. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so that was like a really big challenge in school. And then my second one is like when I had Callie, I was really pivoting into like my biggest year of entrepreneurship. And I had
Right.
made more money than I ever had, since being in business. And honestly, COVID, I would have continued to skyrocket had I not been pregnant because everyone was trademarking, filing businesses. Everybody wanted access to the money. Everybody wanted the
Right.
grants. And they knew they
Right.
needed businesses to be formed and
Right.
structured. And being that that's what I do, it was a really great place to be in. But unfortunately, like it was just such a rocky pregnancy. Like I literally
Right.
started having like postpartum depression while pregnant. I like blocked out my calendar, like I can't do it. So
Oh.
that kind of like threw me back quite a
Hmm.
bit. But now,
Right.
Callie is 1.5 and things are just way better. A lot of positive transitions have occurred, but those are like some really big obstacles because it went from like, am I not going to graduate college? And then like, am I not
Yes.
going to be a great entrepreneur and end up stuck at a job? Like, so
Right.
yeah, both of those babies were obstacles, but they're cool now. I guess I'll keep them.
Right. Girl, well, I'm just gonna say kudos to you because
Yeah,
a lot of people would have quit. They would
right.
have gave up. They wouldn't have kept pursuing their dream. They wouldn't have kept pursuing school. They would have just been like, "It's over for me." They would have
Mm,
counted themselves out, sis. And the
yeah,
fact that you didn't, that speaks volumes.
yeah,
So kudos to you. Congrats to you.
right.
Salute to you, sis.
Yeah,
Because that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to put it on our back and keep it moving.
yep,
Like we can't let nothing hold us back.
yep.
So I love it. Okay, so my next question for all the young ladies out there
Mm-hmm.
that may want to transition out of working a 9 to 5
Mm-hmm.
and into their own business, what are some things that you recommend that they do starting off? That someone just so they can kind of get their feet wet.
I would say be ready to invest in yourself and not just financially. Invest your time into yourself. Like I see so many young women with great ideas and great potential, but they're not investing in themselves. So when they have that extra time, they might be at the club, they might be hanging with their friends, they might just be sitting down, watching TV, but they need to
Mm-hmm.
be investing in themselves. So if you have a dream of, starting a hair salon and you might be a cosmetologist, so what's next? Like, what do you need to be working on? What do you need to be doing? Because just doing hair all day, then coming home, chilling, going to sleep isn't going to get you there. So,
Right,
what do you need to do? Be working on your credit. You need to be
right,
reading up on what additional licenses you need. You need to be figuring out how to write that business plan, get that funding. You need to be figuring out how you're going to get stylists in there. How much are you going to charge them? How much are your services going to cost? What additional streams of income can you create? Like, and those are just things that they need to take the time to research. Like you have to invest
right,
time and learn. And so many
right.
people kind of think because we we are very much in like a microwave society. I like to call it, like we are used to like give it to me right now, give it to me
I want
right
it now.
and I blame Amazon Prime. I blame Amazon Prime because we just really want instant gratification now. And I really want like young women to remember like it's not gonna come overnight and everybody you see doing it overnight. No. They
Right.
put
No.
months of work in, they put hours of work in, they put
Years.
days of
Yes.
research in. Like nothing comes overnight. Like don't think these people blowing up on TikTok. Like they posted 100 videos, they got less than 10 views before they got that viral video. And I think people forget how much of an
Mm-hmm.
investment of your time you need to
Mm-hmm.
invest. You need to invest your time, you need to invest your money. So going back to the hairdresser, example, if it is a salon you want and you need particular licenses, okay, this license costs $500. You can't go to the club this month. You need to stack that $500 and you need to pay for that license so you can put your
Exactly.
get your salon. So investing your
Mm-hmm.
time, investing your money, that would be number one. The number two thing I would say, and I mean it when I say it, not just on no foo stuff because they like to use these words on the internet, but like really remove yourself from toxic people and toxic situations. And I don't mean it
Girl.
like, we see all these memes about like this person is toxic. No, like really, like some people really are no good for you. Some people, every time you bring up something positive, you better
Yeah.
get rid of the ums in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So really removing yourself from those situations and understanding it's okay to grow out of certain relationships. Like I know that was really hard for me. Like there are friendships and relationships that I have lost with people I love to this day because they can't accept the fact that I'm here and they're exactly where we were when we were kids.
Yes. People
Mentally and
can't.
financially. And it's like I'm not
Mm-hmm.
16-year-old. Like I don't when I was 16, I still going by my nickname. I was Cup. I'm not Cup no more. Like I'm a grown up. Like I have kids. Like I own
Yes.
property. Like I'm out here
Yes.
building an empire. Like I don't do
Yes.
anything I did when I was 16 years old. Like I don't
Right.
entertain any of those same hobbies, anything. The only thing I
Right.
still do now that I did when I was 16 is crochet and read. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Girl, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Yes. Those are very good points, guys. So I hope you got your notepad and your pencil. For one was take care of your time and your money.
Yeah, invest your time and money and remove yourself from toxic people and toxic situations. And those situations can be anything. Like I've seen girls have to enroll in a different school, like because
Mm-hmm.
this school and people at this school and the environment of this school just wasn't positive for them. And they're like, I still want to go to college and pursue this thing, so I'm gonna just go to college elsewhere.
So, why don't you tell us what do you see in the future for your businesses? I know that you just started your partnership for owning real estate and cars, but with Sunshine Enterprise, is there anything new that you're going to be doing or anything that you're thinking about adding?
Yeah, for sure. So, like a year ago or so, I had like dropped a course and I didn't market it correctly. I didn't do what it needed to be done, but it was like a really dope course. And like I've offered like a free course on how to grow your LinkedIn, which did really great. That was like the
Mm-hmm.
very first course I ever dropped. So my goal
Uh-huh.
definitely this year is to be having a lot more courses available. So definitely stay tuned for those. It should be like at least one course a month will be dropping for sure. And all these courses are going to be completely based on like starting a business. Like, what do you need to legally start a business? Things like how to create a marketing strategy that works for you in your life, how to automate your content, how to automate and drip feed your emails and all that good stuff. It's going to be content there about building your personal credit, building your business credit. It's going to be things about um, certain like documentation, like what's important in the contract, how to write a contract, who do you need a contract with. So it's going to be just a lot of courses, both digitally and in person. So I do have a venue here in Georgia I'm going to be using. So I want to start hosting in-person classes and really getting that engagement and interaction with these entrepreneurs on the ground so I can really help them in a one-on-one way. So yeah, a lot more courses are going to be coming out. Just a lot more consistent content. I think as I've been niching down, like I'm very specific about who I'm talking to now, and I have like a very consistent audience, and they know
Mm-hmm.
who they are. So I think I'm going to be showing a lot more of the behind the scenes of being, the mompreneur, and I kind of think that'll be more like on the Sonshine Grind page, Jobby grinding,
Right.
So
Right.
I think that's really where that content is going to be. But just a lot more showing you guys like the real life day to day. I think
Which
we
people
get
love.
too much of that sugar coated, like frilly
You right.
frally lifestyle. Like, I'm not about to do that with y'all. I'm not about to sit here and play with y'all. Like, y'all gonna see this dirty kitchen, and we about to talk about how to fix your credit, okay? Like, while I
Yes.
wash these dishes. Like,
Hey, this is the
yeah,
authenticity for
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I think, and I just feel like that's what's really been making my brand grow a lot more, and I've been making a lot more money
Yes.
and
It
connecting with
can
a lot more
relate to you. They can
people.
relate better to you than
Absolutely.
seeing somebody's kitchen always clean and like it never gets dirty.
With two,
Like
my house
we
gets
all
dirty while
know.
I'm cleaning the house
Yes. Yes, same.
every time. Not sometimes, every single time. Like, so yeah,
Not.
being super authentic,
Yes.
and
Yes.
teaching as I go, as I learn, be
Yeah.
teaching you guys, like, so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes. And that's something I've
Yeah.
always tried to do. Whenever I see somebody making a
Yes.
mistake I made years ago, I'm like, no, 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 don't do it like that. That's gonna cost you
Right.
$500. Listen, don't do that.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Don't do that.
yeah.
Listen.
So yeah, that's definitely the goal, is just to be reaching out to more people, connecting with more people, giving more people the opportunity to access me. So that means I'm going live more. If you guys have been following me for a while, not to hit me in my DM with no business questions, because I'm going to send you a little link and tell you where to book a call. But if I'm on live, I'll answer whatever. So,
Got
definitely
you.
giving people the opportunity to engage with me
Mm-hmm.
and realize the value that
Yes.
I bring, so that they feel comfortable. Like, okay, let me go ahead and get her to build this website, or let me get in business,
Yes.
or whatever it may be. So yeah.
I'm right there with you, girl. I've been basically telling myself, you got to go live every day. You have to. I was listening to a business coach
Mm-hmm.
or just someone who has now made her business just skyrocket. She
Mm-hmm.
said, I told myself, she was like, you got to go live every day. And I went live every day for 2 years. And now my business is thriving.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, man, that is commitment.
Yeah. My goal is to go live every day the nanny's here. So
Got you.
the
I don't
nanny's here
blame you.
3 days a week. So that means at least 3 days a week gotta be going live.
Hey, that's what's up. That's better than no days, one day.
Right.
So I missed yesterday. So, but I did get on today.
Yes.
But hey, it happens, I guess.
Hey, I mean, progress is better than nothing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we be striving for perfection. We just talking about this with the Dr. Dapper the other day. We be so
Yes.
focused on perfection that we don't make no
Right.
progress. And something I
Right.
like to teach people all the time: use what you got to get what you need. That's the only way that you'll succeed. So that means if you got a little trash camera today, you better still go live with that trash camera and drop that
Okay.
valuable information. Then maybe you could book you a client and get you a better camera. But if you just worried about, I'm not going to go live until I get a better camera, you never going
Right.
live.
Exactly. You're never gonna make it happen
You're
because
not going to do it.
you're in your own way.
Yeah. And or like, oh, I gotta go live 30 days up, or I ain't go this day, I'm never going again. No, you better get back on,
Keep
try again tomorrow.
get back on
For
that
example,
horse and
I'm
get going.
holding myself accountable right now with, this is so funny. So I got a treadmill, right? And I needed a
Uh-huh.
fold-up treadmill because, like, my house is a nice size, but it's no place in the house where a treadmill can just like sit. So
Okay.
I wanted a fold-up one. So it gets here, and like, I have really long legs. It's like small, and it doesn't go fast. Like, you can only do a 10-minute
Oh.
mile on it. So I want to refund it or whatever. Like, I already communicated with them. Of course, they're in like China. They're like, oh, it's gonna take so long to get back. We're about to give you a refund, blah blah blah. And I told myself, I'm like, if you won't use this treadmill every day for at least 30 days, you don't deserve a bigger, better one, because you're not going to use it.
Look at that
Like, who do
discipline.
I think I am? That I'm like, I'm not using that treadmill. Like, you had no treadmill yesterday. Now you too good
Right.
for this treadmill. Like,
That you
so,
right. Right.
yeah.
Hey,
I
I
have to
love the
run on the
accountability.
little stupid treadmill for 30 days in order to earn my big treadmill. So that's what I'm working on. So y'all will probably see clips. Like, I've been recording every night, and just be talking about accountability and things like that. And so yeah, I've been dropping some of the clips, and I'll be dropping more of the clips because I be saying some inspirational stuff. I just kind of be talking to myself in the camera type of thing, but some gems be getting dropped for sure.
Right. Hey, we here for the gems. Everybody wants that value. So, from outside of your saving money and time in the kitchen, what is another, for someone that may not have gotten the book yet, what is something that you can advise someone that can help them with time management besides time blocking? Like, is there something else that you may recommend besides time blocking? Because I tried time blocking, but it's like it didn't stick. So, and it's like, feels like I run out of time.
Right. So, one, I would always suggest time blocking, but put it in your phone or wherever it makes sense. Like a paper calendar doesn't do it for me with time blocking. I have to put it in my phone, so I'm getting an alarm. Like, okay, now it's time to go cook dinner. Okay, now it's time to do this. It helps me shift those gears. But another thing that I would say for time management is implement Pomodoros. So I don't know if you guys are familiar.
I haven't heard of that.
No.
That's
okay,
new.
so
That's
great.
nerd terminology for me, sis.
Okay, awesome. So it's actually like a studying technique that I learned in college, but now I use it when I'm really trying to grind and be productive. So basically what you do is I'm on my phone, I will show you, like, you have your to-do list or whatever. So you then decide, what am I about to work on for the next 25 minutes? And you write it on the whiteboard, you write it on a piece of paper, whatever. And you completely focus. That means you turn your phone off. Yeah.
Okay.
That means you turn... If you need music to be productive, that's cool, but ain't no watching TV. It's like complete focus for 25 minutes on that one specific task. And then you get a 5-minute break. And then you do it again. 25 minutes grind, 5-minute break. And after you do 4 rounds of that, you get a 20-minute break. So that's how I used to study. And I do the same thing, when I'm really in my office grinding. I'll say, okay, I got to make edits to this website. That's going to take me an hour and a half. That's 3 Pomodoros. And I'll literally take my break, and it's apps, it's plenty of apps. Like you could literally go to like productivity apps. Anything with a tomato is probably a Pomodoro app. So it's actually a Pomodoro tomato. Like that's where the concept comes from. If you chopped it in this many pieces, it'd be 25 and 5. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I would say definitely try Pomodoros because I think we burn ourselves out too easily. So you will just grind 4 hours and then you don't want to do nothing for the next 4 hours.
Yeah.
When what I'm saying.
And I'm that type of person that just keep going. I don't even take a break. I just
So I think having that little 5-minute refresher is good. Even if you just stop scrolling your phone for a minute, stretch. Go get a snack, whatever. So
okay, here's one. The focus timer.
Yeah, that's the one I use.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Downloading it now.
Yeah. I think that's the one I'm using. It's red like that, or is it called Productivity To Do? I think it's that one. Let me see it. I think that's the one I'm currently using. Yeah. Because you can put projects in there, and then you put tasks up underneath each project. So like going back to the website example, I'll put work on.
So here it is.
Website. Yeah, that's the one I'm using. And you can like turn your Pomodoros on and off on there. It'll be like, okay, break time, okay, work time, and you click on what task you're doing. So
nice.
Pomodoros are, yesterday is my first day of 100% back into entrepreneurship. And I was like, okay, you didn't execute enough. I was like, get that app on your phone and get to it. So I didn't actually start putting in work until like last night. And then I got up today and we was like up late. I was like, dang it. I was like, okay, try again tomorrow, So it's Tuesday and I was really productive today. I'm really excited about the content I'm recording and editing tonight. So yeah, I got a lot more YouTube videos that's coming because I'll show y'all like the little here's and there's like on IG, but like I want to post at least once a week. Like here's what the week look like. Like this is really how it's going down, because it's like you only get those little bits and pieces, and it's so easy to depict, like this always a clean kitchen. So I'm always trying to like, let me show you back here, like on the back end, what's really going on. Like today I had to go to the wholesale store or whatever because I'm dropping some new merch. And I want to like make it here so I can get my pictures in. This
Right.
baby is asleep. Like, I'm in there with a whole, like, 1.5-year-old, like, slumped on my arm. Like, I'm in there like, Mr. Sir, can you put that on my pile right here? Thank you. Because clearly I'm struggling. Like, I
Right.
couldn't
Right.
record it because I got him in my arm. Like, I really wanted to show y'all how ridiculous it was, though. But, yeah.
The struggle, right?
The struggle. But I made it through because Tuesdays
Yes,
and
you did.
Thursdays are my days where I'm learning and,
Hmm.
I'm running those errands, things like that, because these are non-nanny days. So earlier
Got
today,
you.
I was taking my stats class. I read one of the Dr. Dapper's books because I had got the bundle when we connected on.
Okay. Okay. That's what's
Um,
up.
so yeah, got a lot more to do tonight, but I just drank my afternoon coffee, so
Oh, you
we up.
pumped.
We
Yeah,
up.
you up.
It
Yes.
people be cracking me up. They be like, "What kind of coffee do you drink while y'all playing?" Whenever you see my face breaking out, I'm really drinking coffee every day, and that's why I be over here just going crazy on Instagram, doing all the things because I'm on caffeine right now. Like,
Right. I got you. I
I'm
got you.
cheating.
Girl, I haven't had coffee in a while. I'm a herbal tea girl.
I love tea. I got a whole tea drawer, tea kettle, teapot, but I just be needing like.
Your caffeine.
But I just got like this past year or so. Like since I've had Callie, like it was something about having that second kid that I just be tired. And I'm
In the
still breastfeeding.
pandemic.
And I'm like, he's burning my calories and making me sleepy. Like
Hmm.
he not slick. Like I know what's going on here. So I need to get weaned. Because I got stuff to do and I don't want to be drinking coffee forever.
Right.
So
You got to get up off of me, son.
he won't. He won't. So whoever watching this, like, hit me up and tell me how to get him off me because I've been asking all
Help.
the moms and they like, girl, I don't know. You tell me. I'm like, yo, baby, too. Yeah, I'm still struggling. You ain't figured it out, shit.
Right. Like, tell me the tea. Like, help a sister out.
They don't want to tell me. Somebody know. I've been calling my doula like, can you ask some other mommies? Because, yeah.
We're gonna have to find something out, girl. We're gonna Google some stuff.
Right. We're going to ask Uncle Google. That's the answer right there. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. That's where all the answers are.
Yes, all of them. If it's not YouTube, it's Google.
Right. Duh. Who needs school?
Right.
Google.
Exactly. Google everything.
Right. For real, though. Hilarious.
But I really, really enjoy our interview today.
Yeah.
Jha, you are so special, so dope, so unique.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So continue to, inspire us, inspire all these women, these younger ladies, because you are definitely a testimony. Just from everything that you went through. Like, it's such a testimony that people should continue to, pick themselves back up and keep moving forward because you went through a lot.
Yeah. I want to write a book about some real
You
stuff
should.
through.
You should.
It's a book I was working on before I ever end up pregnant with Cal called The Real Snapback, and it's a book about what we go through as moms, like trying to get back to ourselves.
Right.
Because everyone's always stuck on the physical, like, oh, you look good, you snap back, but it's like, am I back though mentally? Am I back?
Mentally, right.
And it's interesting because I never really did much with the book. I kind of just like sketched out a chapter or two. And then I got pregnant with Cal, and my pregnancy experiences with both of them were just two completely different things. So I'm definitely working on that book this year because now I can speak to a perspective that I couldn't speak to before. And I feel like I could reach a lot more moms with my story because I've seen the good and the bad now,
Yes.
Yeah.
You definitely have. It's
Yeah.
definitely going to be a relatable book, so you definitely need to publish it.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we all can be as resilient as we want to be, It's just willpower.
We all have the ability. Yes, it's just if you really want it or not.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Well, I really, really appreciated you being here with me today. I really, really enjoyed your story. Everything that you talked about was very inspiring. Thank you for the gems.
Awesome.
I'm sure the audience, really enjoyed it as well. So why don't you go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you so they can follow you and where they can purchase from you.
Okay, cool, man. So on Instagram, you can find me at Sonshine, spelled with the O, _enterprise, or at Sonshine Grind. Sonshine is always spelled with the O. And you can catch me on my websites, www.sunshineenterprise.com or www.sunshinegrind.com. Follow us on YouTube. Podcast will be relaunching under business and budget. So yeah,
Woo-hoo.
we everywhere. We out here.
Yes, we out here.
Type it in your Google, you'll find us.
Yes, pull up. Pull up.
Right. Tell your friends to pull up.
Yes, yes. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Period.
All right, y'all. This was episode 11. It was epic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, me and Jha and Untitled Natural, we out of here.
All right. Peace.
Peace.